Hey everyone, Brooke here. I hope wherever you are in the world today is treating you well. In today's video, I'm going to be going over day 5. I'm going to be talking about my alternate day fasting and raw foods journey progress thus far. It's only day 5, but I did a weigh-in this morning. I lost a few pounds, so I'm going to go over that. And I'm also going to go over how it doesn't matter what age you are, you can make change as long as you are determined and you have focus. Now, before I begin with today's video, if you like videos like this, if you like the different style videos that I post here on this channel, please do leave a comment below, introduce yourself, and I look forward to seeing you around other videos. But with that said, let me jump into today's video. Now, I am on day 5 of my alternate day fasting and raw foods journey. I am not eating 100% raw foods on my feast days, but that is my end goal, is to eat as much raw food as I can to replace a lot of the bad processed breads, carbs, refined sugars that I had in my diet previously. Now, I have been following alternate day fasting, really heavily flirting like third base with alternate day fasting since June. And I did it for a couple weeks, then I'd stop. Now I'm back doing it again, and I really want it to be a part of my lifestyle. I'm finding that I feel really good with this way of fasting. I followed intermittent fasting for years and I enjoyed it, but with what I'm dealing with right now and the progress that I'm looking to make, and just to feel better overall, to not have my system bogged down by processing heavy foods, I am following alternate day fasting and I'm really seeing a difference. Now, the time that I'm doing now is that I'm actually following it like long term. I was doing it more or less a couple months ago just for losing some weight, which I did, but I gained it back. That's something that's really common when you fast. If you're not going to stick with it, a lot of times you'll lose water weight, but then you gain it back. You need to implement positive changes in your diet. You need to cut things out, practice some type of elimination diet. For a lot of people, like with Hashimoto's and other issues, sometimes eating gluten can cause issues. So you want to really play around with what's working for you, especially when you're fasting, and keep an eye out what you're eating on your feast days. So what I'm doing is I am fasting, and then I'm fasting one day, and then the next day I'm eating predominantly raw, and then the following day I'm fasting again. So in this video series, there's no end date. Originally it was going to be 15 pounds in 30 days, but I'm actually just going to continue with the series like I mentioned in other videos, and I'm just going to progressively, create videos and monitor my progress. So some of these videos are going to be a couple days behind because I work and I'm a student and I have 3 kids and I'm juggling a lot, but I do make videos every day, and then I'll just like post them on the weekends and stuff. So this playlist is going to be like a weight loss channel or weight loss videos that you can just go in the playlist and watch, and it's all dated like 1, 2, 3, day 4, whatever, all that stuff. But that is what I'm doing right now. And as of this morning, when I started this, a couple days ago, I was 189.7 around there. Now I am 186.2. So I lost a few pounds in only a few days. And I know that's water weight, and that's why I'm not weighing myself every day, but I am staying on top of like every 5 days I'm going to weigh myself, and I am keeping a log of what I'm eating, of what I'm, how long I'm fasting on the alternate day fasting. Some people do 24 hours. I'm focusing on doing 36 hours. So I am going a little longer, but I'm finding that when I hit that 36-hour threshold, that I'm starting to feel real good. Like around 34, maybe like 33, 34 hours, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting more energy, like I'm getting a second kick of energy. And eventually I want to do like 2-3 day fasts, not as often, but maybe once a month, and really just kick that autophagy and make it like burn a little more, help with the fat stimulation and all that. But that's what I'm doing right now. Day 5, I lost a few pounds. I'm really excited about it. And I'm just going to keep going with this trajectory. So if you're liking these videos, do check out the playlist daily. I will be posting videos daily. Again, if you're following this in real time, you're going to notice that my day 7 may really be on day 15, because I didn't get a chance to post it. So I'll be like further ahead in real time as opposed to when I post these. But anyway, it's fun to just go back and like look at the videos, and hopefully at some point down the road, like, maybe episode 25, 45, 55, it'll be like, damn girl, you lost weight, you know, like, and it'll actually be like an inspiration. So that's my goal with that. And I do hope that you are all enjoying these videos. But with that said, I want to talk about a topic today, and I could really get into this topic and really marinate in it because it's so loaded, but I do just want to touch on age. Now, I am a 35-year-old woman. I'm a mother of 3 kids, but taking all of that, being married and all that stuff aside, I'm a 35-year-old woman. I'll be 36 in December, and I have been getting a lot of comments about my age. Not even just on YouTube, but in general, in public, at my job, in just in discussions with friends that I have, and a lot of them were like, "Oh, you're gonna be 36. You're getting up there. How do you feel? And it's just weird to me because I feel like in society, it's almost like you age out by like 30, right? If you're hitting like 27, 28, that's when you start to really feel your age, which is crazy because there's this like stigma on age when you want to age, right? You don't want to like just have a young life and then that's it and then you're done, like you age out, you're retired at 21, like that's crazy. So I find that the culture and like the weight loss sphere, right, on YouTube, Instagram. I'm not on TikTok or anything like that, but I'm familiar with Instagram. I have one. If you want to follow me, I'm at Meatbrook with 2 E's because someone stole the original one, and they just got it to me. They just got it first. But I do post like pictures and things like that. I talk a lot about being a woman in the field. I'm talking more about my weight loss. I want to document with pictures on there. So that's just another way to like follow me and my progress and whatnot. And I'll probably be posting like random reviews and stuff, But I'm finding that like when I'm looking up like weight loss journeys, a lot of it's like catered to like younger people. And listen, like I love young people. I love older people. I love all stages of life, right? Because every stage can teach you something and you can learn and grow with them. But I will say that like, once you hit like 30, 35, it's like, whoa, like you're getting old, you're like a full adult now. And like people don't really pay any mind to you. And it's crazy to me because I feel like that's when you're more comfortable in your skin, right? Like I would have never done videos like this at 20 and 25. I would have been like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Why would you put yourself on blast like that? Like, why would you care what other people think about you? Like in that sense, like nobody cares about your diet, whatever. But I do this for accountability. I do this to meet other people in the same position. There's a lot of self-help videos out there. So I'm literally just using this for accountability and to help give people motivation if they're in the same situation that I'm in. But I'm finding that like a lot of people that weren't even really that overweight, lost a couple pounds, they create like big weight loss Instagrams and things like that. And while that's awesome, I feel like there's not a huge demographic for people that are in like their mid 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s that want to just like get healthy and become, the healthiest version of themselves. And it's just crazy. I'm just not seeing it. And I feel like it's really like swayed to the youth. And while 35 is definitely not old, I don't feel old. It's not 21, but at 35, I'm a different person than I was at 21, So it's just interesting. I'm just finding that like a lot of people are very ageist, especially in like the health and wellness and beauty sector, right? So for me and what I'm doing, I'm really enjoying making these videos. I'm enjoying talking to people and I'm enjoying sharing the process. And honestly, like, yes, I'm turning 36, but I'm grateful for aging. What's the alternative? You know what I mean? Like what are you gonna do aside from age? We all know what the alternative is of life. So let's not even get into that topic. But I just find it really weird that like a lot of people kind of feel shamed about that. And it's like, oh, if you're not some young, gorgeous, blonde, Instagram model, it's like you don't count, and that's crazy because I know that there has got to be people that are a little older that watch my videos or watch other videos and want to be inspired. And I want to help inspire people that you can change at any point in your life. At any point in your life, you can change, whether that be a career shift, a relationship shift, a familial shift, wanting to leave the country, like start a new career, get healthy, lose weight, gain weight, whatever your goal is, like you can do it, start a couple different streams of income. Like I just feel like there's no age restriction on that. The only thing that bothers people, I think, is like the societal expectations of that. Like if you're 40 years old, well, you already had your time to be young and fit and beautiful, and now you have to like kind of settle into like the next part of your life. And I just feel like that's silly, So if you're someone that really like wants to get healthy. Just do it. Who cares what anybody says? Honestly, like who gives a damn? And it's funny when I say that, like there's like one side of me that like I would be embarrassed if one of the people in my plumbing class saw the video and be like, they'll probably just roast me for freaking weeks. Or like when I'm working with and things like that. But honestly, if this helps me get to where my goals are, if like sharing my journey and like being accountable and making videos and setting up goals for myself and attacking them helps me get to where I want to go, I don't give a damn what anybody else says. Like, and that's the beauty of it. Age comes more, you become more comfortable with yourself a lot of times, and you become more settled into who you are, as opposed to when you're young, when you're just trying to like impress people. So I think that's something to really consider, especially if you're someone that's looking to make a difference in your life. You know, who cares what people think, right? Like if it's going to best serve you in your house, then do it. As I get older, I'm finding that every stage is different. Every single stage is different. You know, from when you're a kid to when you're a teen to when you're a young adult to when you're, you know, I don't want to even say middle age is your 30s, but I guess that's like what they're calling it now, the beginning of middle age. You know, every single stage is different, and every single stage offers an opportunity for growth. And instead of saying, oh my God, I'm going to be 50 in 15 years, I'm like, what am I going to accomplish in 15 years? What do I want to do and tick off my bucket list that I can say, damn, I'm happy I did that by 50. You know, like I try to set up goals that aren't always related to my age, even though obviously that has a big thing to play because we're not immortal. We don't live forever. We all have set timelines. But I really try to focus more or less on like what I can do in the time that I have and how I can really just grow as a person, because we can't compare each other to each other, right? Like if I could literally go on Instagram and look up weight loss and look up this, that, and a third, and look up people who are, you know, better off financially, better good looking, you know, whatever, have everything going for them, and I can really get into my head about it. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And that's my biggest problem with social media to begin with, because I feel like it's like this comparison contest, and it's just not worth it. You know, you only compare with yourself, only compete with yourself, who you were, where you want to be, and you know what you're doing now. And let's say if like last week I had a good couple days, and this week I don't. Well, now I'm comparing myself to who I was last week. What I do last week that made me so motivated that now this week I'm not. You know, that's really what I'm trying to get at. I think that there's a lot of barriers put in place by society, by other people's expectations, and we're literally living for other people and not ourselves, like for what other people think. And if I were to get confronted about someone in my class, Brooke, why would you share that? I'm like, hey, guess what? I lost 10 pounds because of it. I lost 10, you know, I'm losing weight because of it. I'm making friends because of it. I'm, you know, sharing my experience with others, and I'm helping motivate other people because I'm posting videos. And that's really just going to be my rebuttal, because I don't give a damn. I don't care. Like that's the attitude that you have to have. So people say age is just a number, and as that's cliche, there is truth to it. It's there's truth to it, and there's also it's a little more complicated than that. You know, as we age, things change, and you know our bodies change, and we hit set points. But I think the takeaway of this is that never settle, especially if you're not happy, especially if you're shortchanging yourself, you know, of your goals. Like even if let's say your goals are like really extravagant, right? But at least if you like aim high, then you'll be further along than if you don't aim at all, right? There's like some famous quote that I don't remember, but it's something like that. Reach for the stars and that kind of thing. I'm not even going to botch it because I don't remember it. But if you set goals for yourself and you don't make them, you'll get a lot closer than if you didn't set them at all. And that's what you have to think. And don't let age hold you back. It does not matter. You know, especially as you get older, your health declines. You know, you're getting older, right? We're just going through the life process. And I feel like people that stop themselves because of age, and I see it a lot. Oh, I'm too old for that. And listen, societal norms, you know, maybe you're too old for some things. Maybe you don't want to do some, you know, silly stuff. But when it comes to like getting healthy, when it comes to being the person you want to be, there's never an age like limit on that. You can always do that. You can always do it, especially if you have the determination and drive. And I'm really trying to set myself up for that, because it's going to be hard. It is hard already. You know, some people might see this and be like, wow, you only lost 3 pounds in 5 days. Like, what's that about? But it's all about consistency. You know, it's going to take time. I didn't gain all this weight in a night. I'm not going to lose all this weight in a night. And it's important to focus and set up, you know, a plan, set like an attack plan for where you want to go, right? Because like people want to skip stages all the time. They want to have instant gratification, and they don't want to deal with the process. But in the process, the ending is going to be so much better. It's going to be so much more deserved and well rewarded. And I feel like it's important to appreciate every stage, no matter how old you are. you can always start. If you want to be healthy, just do it. That's it. Who gives a damn what anybody thinks? Now, with that said, I'll let you all go. I do just want to let you know that I am very grateful for the subscribers that I've gotten. I've gotten a couple, maybe like 20 subscribers in like the last couple weeks, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you so much. If you want to see anything different on this channel, please do leave a comment below. If you have any questions about fasting, if you have any questions about the raw foods diet, let me know. And I look forward to seeing you guys around. But with that said, I'll see you back on day 6. And I will be posting other style videos as well in tandem with these videos, because I do like to post different types of content. So if you're interested in following my journey, do follow the playlist. I'm going to be posting every single episode of the weight loss journey on the playlist. But thank you guys so much, and I'll check you back again on the next video. Take care, friends.